Morning, mate. Why are you looking like an absolute tit this morning in that hat?
I think I look slightly less of a tit than that, if I'm being honest, mate.
Why? Why? You look all right like that. You look.
I've
You
just
look.
done a quick video about it and put it on my socials, mate. That doesn't look as bad, but
Well, now it looks better when it's all messy.
I've got like a ski slope coming off the top of my head. I look like a ski jump. Eddie the Eagle would fucking love that shit.
I've gone on about Eddie the Eagle before.
Oh yeah.
I watched this film. I mean, I mentioned this on the pod before, but I watched this film. I thought it was you. I thought for years you were the one who came with me on that sale.
When you went to actually, you did you sell in windows or something?
Yeah. I thought you come on that pitch with me, but it wasn't you. And I do remember who it was. It was a bloke called Mark. I don't know if you remember him. He had as well as selling windows, he sold clothes. He had like a market store, but it was like a market stall in like Nottingham indoor market or something, if there was an indoor market or something there. But yeah, his name was Mark something. I couldn't remember. Little fella, little blonde-haired fella. But he was quite funny actually. Well, yeah, so me and him went, and we went through the whole pitch with Eddie the Eagle, jumping on the fucking, as you do, you jumped on the glass, didn't you, and everything, and look how good these are. And then at the end, he just turned around and said, "Well, I'll give you some free advertising if you fit me window." Fuck off! I've been here for an hour and a half. You give me a cup of tea, and you've just wasted my time. I've travelled over to Derby as well. I think we were working in Nottingham at the time. Travel over to Derby as well, and like, yeah, nice guy. Don't get me wrong, he's a nice guy, but he just wasted my fucking time, the prick. But
anyway. That was like 90%. Well, not 90%, but 50% of the leads we went on, though, weren't they? You could just tell they were blank leads by the canvassers or
yeah, you went in there. You thought, "Oh, Eddie the Eagle, he's not going to fight. He's definitely going to pass his finance."
Because he's not got enough money to fucking pay for it himself. His film was good. Rocket Man. No, not Rocket Man.
That was his. Wasn't it Elton John?
I'm a Rocket Man. Yeah.
Yeah, but Eddie the Eagle. Yeah. Pardon?
My little mate with me today.
Oh, Slinky. Yeah, hi, Slinky.
Who is it, boy?
Hi, Slinky. Slinky. He's looking. So what have you been up to? Do you have a nice evening?
What did I do yesterday? So we recorded 2 pods, so I got those up and about. Putting my fucking hat back on. I can't stand to look at it myself. I do look a bit like Eddie the Eagle with his fucking hat on, don't I?
You do actually. You look like his dad.
What did I do yesterday, mate? What did I do? I had a really nice day, actually. So I did Jane was off. She was working from home. And he said off work. She shouldn't do a lot when she's at home. But so I edited the pod, got that on, did put it all on Patreon and stuff like that. We still do have a Patreon, by the way, people. If you want to go on there, it's a free membership. So you can go on there, Patreon, patreon.com/Funnyfarm Pod. We still have members on there. There will be like specific stuff that we might put on there that just goes on there for paid people, but at the moment it's absolutely free, so you can go on there and join up. Put the episodes on there, and then I had a bit of Obson's choice yesterday. So Spiky Mike, one of the local promoters, sent a message out to his paid middle group, and I applied for a gig in Derby. I also have my acting class on a Monday night, so it was either I was going to go to the acting class or go to the gig if I got it. Didn't get the gig, but I thought, well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and have a sauna, because my back's been in agony. I've been taking paracetamols daily for the last few days. I'm going to probably have to go to the doctors. But yeah, so I went and had a sauna. So I sat in the sauna and steamed for an hour and a bit yesterday. And that was really nice. I got cut short because unfortunately they let fucking kids in the swimming pool and they're noisy as fuck. Paradise, but noisy as buggery. Do you know what I mean? I did that, and then I didn't get the gig with Mike, so I drove over to Nottingham and did my acting class. I've not been to the acting class for quite a while because I've had gigs or I've been doing bits of acting myself, so it's always kind of landed. So I've not been to the lessons for a while. So I didn't do much at the class last night. So it was like literally some of the guys were filming scenes and stuff like that. So it was just a case of spectating and giving feedback and whatnot. So that was good. And then I got in and I was gutted, mate. Absolutely never felt so gutted in all my life last night because Ronnie O'Sullivan's gone out the World Championships.
Oh, yeah. I haven't watched snooker for ages, to be honest with you.
Oh, I love the snooker, but I'd seen him. He hammered the first round. I think he won 10-2 in the first round. But then he got the stalwart John Higgins in the second round. He went 6-2 up in the first session. And then Higgins came back and the second session went 9-7. So it was best of 25, so first to 13. It ended 12-13 to Higgins. It was an epic, mate. Like two of the best players that have ever picked up a few. And I've got to say, Ronnie was dead unlucky. He just missed a few key balls that he would have. I love snooker. I like playing and I like watching it. I also think it's something good to put in the background when you're chilling and doing work on your phone and stuff. Phone now. It's mad the new world. How you can just work from your phone, isn't it? But yeah, that's something else to talk about. But yeah, so I was gutted. And my missus came in because I watched the highlights. I didn't watch it live because I'd obviously been out. My missus was like, "Come on, Higgins!" And I'm like, "Gene, if you say that one more time, I'm going to pull your nipples off." And yeah, unfortunately, Ronnie went out. So Ronnie's chasing.
Whatever you're into.
Ronnie's joint record holder with Stephen Hendry on number of world titles, so it's 7-7. So he's got another year now to wait before he can try and beat that. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think he's going to beat it now. I think I just think he's...
Didn't he lose the plot for a bit and was out of snooker for a few years?
He's not won a tournament for 2.5 years. So Ronnie's... so since, I think, Barry Earn took over and like there's loads more tournaments now. So back in the day, you'll remember there was the UK Championships, there was the Masters, there was the British Open, there was like a handful of tournaments, and then the odd one like the Welsh Open, Scottish Open, stuff like that pop up. But now there's just fucking loads and loads of tournaments. So when they started like having like loads and loads, I'm going back years and years. Ronnie kind of came out and said, I'm just going to do the big money ones. I'm just going to kind of, come in and do it when I feel like it, when I'm happy with my game, when I'm comfortable with it. Because, I mean, obviously, that Ronnie O'Sullivan suffers massively with his mental health.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before. I mean, not losing the plot, probably not the best words to choose there. But didn't he have some sort of mental health problems and like just put it to one side, sorted his head out, and then came back? Have I got that right? Or
you've got it right, mate. Yeah, he's done it loads of times. He's had meltdowns on TV. He's come out and said, I'm just not liking the game, not enjoying it, and then he'll come back and he's running and he's doing fitness, and he's like, I'm on top of my game. And then he'll win another world championship, and then all of a sudden you'll not see him again for a while. He always seems to pop up at the World Championship, so every year he seems to pop up at the majors. I love him, absolutely love him. I had an argument with one of my mum's mates in Rill. I've had it a couple of times. She fucking hates him. She says he's the most arrogant, self-centered person you could ever see. And I'm like, yeah, but he's the best. He's the most talented person that's ever picked up a snooker cue. There's absolutely no doubt that anyone can argue that. I think one of the statements last night, O'Sullivan was 60 odd points behind in the final frame. He lost the final frame. But one of the commentators, I don't know whether it was Hendry or Dennis Taylor.
Is Parrot still commentating?
Parrot does, like, he's one of the pundits and he commentates as well, yeah. But I think one of them said, like, if anyone can come back from a 62-point deficit to win this, there was like he was 57 behind with 59 on, so he could only afford to like miss 2 blacks really. He could have done pink and drawn, so he could only really afford to do it without one. And one of the commentators just said, if anyone can do it, it's the greatest person that's ever played the game. And that's from greats themselves. Stephen Hendry was great. So,
how about Alex Higgins, though? The Irish guy used to smoking on the screen, drinking beer, getting smashed, playing snooker. Like, it was a proper game then, wasn't it?
Yeah, if you look, there's a really good film about those days, that Pot Black days and stuff like that, when they really sort of took snooker to the world.
Was that like Snooker looping that's away?
Yeah.
Remember that? And I remember the video on that. And was it Steve Davis was the black ball? Was he the black ball? It was. They had all the snooker players, different coloured balls, and like because Steve Davis at the time was just fucking smashing everything, wasn't he? And he was like, what was it? Boring Steve Davis, they used to call him. He ripped the piss, get the piss ripped out of him on. What was that thing called? Oh, what was that thing with the puppets? Spitting Image. Yeah, and he was the pink ball in the video. It was quite. Sorry, the black ball in the video was quite funny. But anyway, sorry, I digress.
Yeah, you've got great players. Like, you can go back and say Alex Higgins, Jimmy White. Steve Davis was the first person to kind of come and dominate snooker. He was like the first one that he came and dominated. And then Hendry came in and literally dominated. They're the only two in my head, and I don't know the statistics, but they're the only two that I would say have absolutely dominated up until O'Sullivan. And O'Sullivan hasn't or didn't do it in the same way that they did, because they were like, period of time.
They were just focused on it. That was it, wasn't it? Yeah.
John Parrott won the world title, didn't he, off Hendry. But yeah, those 3 players in my head, Steve Davis, Stephen Hendry, and Ronnie O'Sullivan, have been the ones they've won the most. I think O'Sullivan's won the most tournaments, won the most money, all that kind of stuff. But then you've got like great players like Judd Trump, who's like a naturally talented player, and you've had Sean Murphy. There's so many of them that have come in and like won the world title here and there. But those 3 players were the ones that Steve Davis dominated. Hendry, he dominated.
Yeah. I think in my lifetime, it's probably been those 3 who have sustained it and actually dominated it. I think you've had like your John Parrott, your Dennis Taylor, and that come in and
won one. They won it once each, haven't they?
Yeah. But I think it was all the media around that time though, with Dennis Taylor with his glasses on, the other way around and stuff like that. It was great. It was just great entertainment. Plus, there wasn't much on the fucking telly to watch in those days either, was there?
I've got massive fond memories of snooker, mate, because like I used to go to my granddad's, and I could guarantee I'd pop in and see him in the afternoon, and it'd either be snooker on or countdown.
Yeah.
I think he had a bit of a penchant for Carol Vorderman and Alex Higgins.
Yeah. I always remember me and my mate tried to get into this club. Me and Larry tried to get into the club called the Coconut Grove in Liverpool. Famous club it was in Liverpool. Everybody sort of like my age, a little bit younger than that, remembers the Coconut Grove, and older as well. We never got in, so we walked back. We got a bag of chips a bottle of Coke and chicken fried rice and a carton of curry. Went home and watched the snooker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just spent all night watching the snooker with the Chinese. Both man.
Massive fondness for
Anyway, I've got an important subject to talk to you about because I had loads of hassle yesterday.
Okay.
From the wife.
Oh right, what she said now, mate.
I just mentioned to her that like I've got like one of those pharmacist appointments with the doctors tomorrow, and they ring you up. So they're going to ring me up tomorrow morning just to go over me meds for me because they had that blood test, didn't I, last week?
Yeah.
So anyway, I told the wife. I said, "Is that tomorrow?" I said, "That was Wednesday." And she said, "Can you ask them? Can you have a word with them?" And she said, "I'm being serious here about you farting." And I said, she said, because she said, since you started those new tablets, your farts have been rank. They have. I've got to admit, when she mentioned it, I thought, yeah, you're right. And I thought it had settled down, but it hasn't. So I've just got like really bad, and they are like silence as well. They are like, so I keep blaming the dog. I think I mentioned actually last week that I keep blaming the dog or the baby or something or the kids.
Silent but deadly.
Yeah. I've got these real bad SPDs. I mean, one of my kids goes, he says he does SPDs, then he goes, ooh, smell the air. When he does it,
you know it's in farting.
Because he's giving it away, But have you noticed any sort of like changes with your farts since you've been on metformin or statins or anything?
I've not like. I think I've had a couple of farts where my missus has gone, that fucking stinks. And that's not normal. My missus farts all the time, but they don't really smell.
Yeah, you said that, yeah.
But yeah, I think I've had a couple of moments where she's kind of gone, that fucking stinks. But yeah, not to the point where my missus would go, can you ruin the pharmacist's day by talking about flatulence on your call? You know what I mean?
See, I can do some like just like little tiny farts, but it's like setting off a nuclear fucking bomb in the house.
Is it the metformin, or did you say that you're on some new?
No, they put me on those other. They put me on some other tablets that I can't pronounce the name. They're called Christina Aguilera's or something. I don't know.
Well, that would make you stink. Mate, sorry, my head's got off.
That's it. Your hair looks better when it's up. You look like a bit of a tit now. I'd fluff it up if I were you. So see, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Yes. So I've got to have a conversation with the pharmacist tomorrow about my odours.
I'm so glad we do this pod like this and not in person.
I was just.
Showing me now. Wait, hang on.
Yeah. So I think I think it's a subject that we should definitely talk about more.
Farting.
Yeah.
I'm like at the age now, I think, where I don't trust the fart as much.
Yeah, I've reached the age where I just walk around and they just come out.
Well, that's not good, is it? Because if you've got a wet one,
yeah,
that's not good, is it? Because it's not then.
I do have to give them a little push.
Then they'll be asking you to talk to the laundrette about your farts.
Yeah, but I have noticed when we're training or like we're doing football or whatever sport outside, I have to go away from everyone now to drop one because they do stink.
Don't you don't you do it though, and then just go, fucking hell, can you smell that? And like make out it's one of the other dads.
Yeah, but I've tried that before. I've been doing that, but there's only so much of that you can do. You can't do it all the fucking time. You'll soon get sussed out, won't you? You dirty cunt.
Have you, since you started taking this, I feel like I'm having a consultation with doctor now. Since you started taking these tablets, Mr. Lucas, have you changed your diet at all? Have you started eating more roughage?
No, nothing. Same diet.
Have you had a spate of Brussels sprout eating?
No, I haven't. To be honest with you, I haven't had any Brussels since Christmas, and I do love Brussels sprouts.
I love Brussels.
But I've worked out the frozen ones. I love the frozen ones, so I'll just get them. I don't have to fuck around cutting the ends off them, so just throw them in. So you know what? I'm going to write that down. I need to put them in my shopping list for this weekend.
I think if you went through all the pods that we've done, and we've done this is our documented 58th episode today, but we've done loads more because we've done other stuff that's either not gone out public or we weren't counting the guests as an episode number. So we don't actually. I can go through and find out, but I think we've got a lot of swearing and stuff like that. I think that would probably come top of the list, and we've said non-swear, and Trump would be something that could come on top. But I think over the last 6 months we've been doing this.
5.
November, wasn't it? November the 28th. So
yeah. November the 18th. November the 18th.
I think you've said, I love Brussels sprouts, and I've responded, I love Brussels sprouts too. I reckon we've done that 4 or 5 times at least.
If we've got any Brussels sprouts sponsors watching the pod,
Bird's eye, Brussels sprouts.
we'll get some green backgrounds, and you can put on. We'll have a Brussels sprout background.
Maybe they could sponsor Everton, and then that's job done. Kit come out anyway, mate, because you're going to have to invest.
What was that? I'm not getting a new shirt. Hopefully, I'll be sorted before the start of next season.
Can anyone message in hello@funnyfarmpod.co.uk if they would like to own Charlie's shirt after he's finished with it? Because what we'd like to do is we're going to, if we can get people, we're going to draw it at random, and then the winner will come on the pod, and we'll have a chat about stuff. And you will, if you come, and
I can show you the armpits because they haven't washed it.
Yeah, and you'll get Charlie's shirt that he's worn now for a month, 2 months.
We're coming up, 6.5 weeks.
Yeah. So he's worn it for a long time, so you're going to get Oda Charlie. And you might, actually, because of his trumpage at the moment, you might have a bit of a waft of his metformin farts as well. So that'd be nice. So yeah, hello@funnyfarmpod.co.uk, or comment on Facebook on one of our posts. We'll collate everybody who wants the Everton shirt. I reckon Rooney's going to be in for this, mate, to be honest.
This wouldn't have fucking got anywhere near Rooney. Seen the size of him? I think he's a great pundit, I really do. I thought when he went to do it, he'd be so biased in that, but he's really good, fair play. And he must be gritting his teeth sometimes when he talks about Liverpool, because he's an Evertonian anyway, and then the rivalry with Man United. So, Wayne, if you want to come on the pod, give us a shout, mate.
I like the pundits that they're not they're objective about.
Yeah.
So fuck off Gary Lineker, fuck off Gary Neville, and fuck off your mate
Carragher.
But Micah Richards, Wayne Rooney, they just say it as it is, and they're not they don't seem to be biased. But anyway,
you still need to have a Roy Keane in there, don't you?
I don't think Gary Lineker listens to the pod, but Leicester in League One now, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. They're going. In that stadium they've had built in League One, you could have Tottenham in the Championship or West Ham in the Championship with their stadiums that are fucking monumentally good. You know what I mean? I fucking love it. I love it. I was on set with Micah Richards the other week. Never met him, never spoke to him or anything. But
you were doing that ad, weren't you?
Yeah, I can't say much, but yeah, it was good. Good. Never met him or never spoke to him or anything. I was in deep background.
Oh right, okay.
I think I've probably fucked myself up by mentioning that on here, but anyway, I've not mentioned who it is or anything like that.
Did you do any little farts while you were there?
Probably, mate. Yeah, probably. I went out and had a cigarette across the thing, and I think I probably let one rip. Yeah. I'm not a massive farter.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this has affected you, like getting older, but do you do that, like where nothing, like no drinking involved or nothing like that, but you'll like think I really need a fucking shit, and then you go to the bog and fart, and that's it. Nothing, no poo comes out. It's just a fart. So I do a lot of my farting on the toilet.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't get me wrong. I'm not one of these fucking airy fairies that goes, I'm gonna trump. I'm gonna go and do it in the bathroom. I'm not one of those. But I just like, I sometimes like, oh, there's a bit of a grumbling in my tummy, and I'll go and it'll just be a fart.
Yeah. No, so I know when I want to poo because I get poo pains. But I generally go over morning so I don't get poo pains. So that's my routine. So I get up, have my breakfast, and then once I've had my breakfast, then I'm ready to drop the kids off at the pool. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then drop the kids off at school.
Then drop the kids off at school after I drop the kids off at the pool. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
well, I'm one of those. You know when you're having a Turkish, right? When you're having a Turkish delight, do you read anything? Do you just go on? Off you go.
My missus finds it weird because I'll go and sometimes I'll be sat there for 10 minutes and there'll still be a bit of poo coming out. It's not like I'm just enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
So that's why I started the vlog from the bog. So anyone wants to look at that, it's on TikTok and I've started posting stuff on Facebook.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, and I do like a vlog from the bog and it's just inane stuff really. But yeah, so that's why I started doing the vlog from the bog. So
are you going to have any, I was going to ask you about that. Are you going to have any guests on that? I wouldn't mind guesting on that.
That's a pod, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pod from the bog.
Yeah.
If you want to see Pod from the bog, hello at Funnyfarm Pod. .co.uk. Where Charlie and Chris do the Pod from the bog. That's somewhat. I don't think anyone's ever done that, man.
No.
Do it on Riverside easily.
Yeah. Yes. Sorry. I'm just going off subject. Well, actually, I'm not going on subject. I'm trying to bring us back to what you actually do. So, so you sit there and Jane has a go or has a moan at you?
She'll moan at me. She don't moan at me like get off the toilet or anything like that. She'll just like every now and then say, I don't know how anybody can sit on the toilet for 15 minutes. I think it's a bloke thing.
Yeah. See, because before we had phones, I used to always take either a book or a newspaper.
Yeah, I used to. Yeah, I used to as well. I mean, my eyesight was better then, but yeah, I used to take the newspaper or something into the toilet. But Jane will do that, and sometimes you're dying for a piss, and she's finished on the toilet. She'll go for a wee, and then she'll just be sat there scrolling on the phone, and I'll be like, "Are you actually doing anything?" And she'll be like, "No, I'm just scrolling." I'm like, "Well, I need a piss, so move, or I'm going to piss on you." You know what I mean? But I've never actually pissed on her. I did once, actually.
Golden showers.
It wasn't sexual. It wasn't sexual. So when we lived in Orsworth years and years ago, we were in so we only lived in Orsworth for a couple of years. So we were in 17 years ago. We'd only been together a year or two. And if I remember rightly, you walked into our bathroom and the bath was on the right-hand side as you walked in, and the toilet was at the side of the bath. It was a very small bathroom. And I don't know why. I probably had a couple of beers or something. Jane was having a bath, and I walked in, got the old lad out, started pissing in the toilet, and then I just thought, would it be funny if I weed on it? So I just fucking turned around and fucking hosepiped her in the bath. And she was fucking mortified, mate. I've never done it again since.
When I was living with me mate Fat Steve, we had goldfish.
Was he a big lad, was he? Fat Steve?
Fat Steve, funnily, yeah, Fat Steve. And so he the bathroom was next to the kitchen. The kitchen we had goldfish. And like when he used to get in the bath, I used to throw the goldfish in when he was running the bath. They loved it.
That's like cruelty to animals, that, surely.
No, they No, he never used to have it that often. I think it was because of his cushions. He never used to have it that often. Where you throw the goldfish, he loved it. They loved the goldfish.
Well, there's that thing, isn't it, where fish chew the shit off the bottom of your feet, isn't there?
Yeah.
Now, haven't they?
Pardon?
I don't think they do that anymore. There's something about like bacteria or something. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I might Google it in the break.
Anyway, going back to your vlog on the bog, yeah, you need to get me on as a guest.
Yeah, I think that would be funny. I think that is something that we need to do, mate. Yeah.
And I can see if I can set myself up in my bog.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be good if we both plopped at the same
It's funny in our house because we got the downstairs toilet, and then we've got like the main bathroom, but we've also got an ensuite. And my missus won't go in the ensuite; she calls it my bathroom. She says, "I'm not going in your bathroom. It stinks. It's dirty." And it's not. It's spotless. Won't go in there.
The woman thing, isn't it? I think if me and you lived together, it'd just be like normal, wouldn't it? Just like, yeah. But like when Brett comes, Jane will always say it. So Sophie lives, because she works in Beeston, Sophie goes to Nana's at the weekend. But she'll come home today. She was home yesterday. She comes home, she works Sunday, goes to school Monday, then comes home. She's in the middle of her A-levels, and it's just a more tranquil, peaceful place because we're all batting about doing shit and that. So she just finds it easier to study there as well. And she works at the weekend. So she comes like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and she's at ours. Sometimes she comes Sunday after work, and then Brett and Lottie will turn up Thursday or Friday. They live at Brett's for the other half of the week because they're at uni, and it's just easier for them and whatnot. So hopefully I'll see more of both of them over the summer. They finish uni now. Mad, isn't it? Fucking April and they've finished.
I know that is.
But yeah, whenever like Thursday or Friday comes, Jane will always say, and it's like not always at the same time, but she'll go, "It smells of Brett." And I don't get it. I don't, honestly.
I'm not coming to yours. Get off. And she goes, "It smells of Charlie here." Really I've been getting off her.
She never really said it about me. She's never been like, "You smelled it."
No, that's because when she says it smells of shit in here.
I had to, yesterday, I don't know if we're sharing a little bit too much about this, but I was brushing my teeth yesterday and Jane said, "I need to use the toilet." And I goes, "Come on then." And she came in and had a massive shit. And I'm brushing my fucking teeth at the same time. Oh, is that bad?
Hello. You're in trouble, my son.
Yeah, that's bad, isn't it? That is bad. But we've always been like, we've always been quite, like they say, you're in a good relationship if you can be in the shower and your partner's on the toilet. From very early on, we were very comfortable with that stuff. It's never really been, we were not bothered. But yeah, she'll always say it smells of Brett. And I think it's because his feet smell a bit, because he's a 20-year-old lad, do you know what I mean? He's still in that very, very much that teenage fucking move into adulthood kind of thing, and he still uses links. So I think that's what she's on about. But she will go, like, if you go into Lottie and Brett's room or Lottie's room, there's fucking cups of tea that have got bits in the bottom that have probably been there for fucking a week and something. You know what I mean? So they're not very clean and tidy, shall we say. But anyway, on that note,
how's my mic? I haven't got my mic in today. I just thought then.
Yeah, brilliantly, mate.
Oh, mate, okay, cool.
Yeah, I can hear you really well. And on that note, now that you know we can hear you and your farts stink.
We talk for 35 minutes.
Yeah. Contact us at hello@funnyfarmpod.co.uk. I also think in this episode we've said that more than we usually say in a week. hello@funnyfarmpod.co.uk. Please follow me on my socials. Chris Richmond on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok is @ChrisRichComedian. Follow Charlie on Facebook. Charlie.
Yeah, wherever you want to follow me. Don't follow me around our fucking streets though, because you'll be
follow us out. Yeah. We'll talk about what you'd feel, how you'd feel like if we became famous and you got a stalker on the next episode. I think that's quite an interesting one. And yeah, follow us on all of our socials, please. Get Charlie out of that fucking Everton shirt because he's doing my head in, mate. He's moaning every fucking day. Day 42 in this Everton shirt. Help me out. Come on. Give us a follow.
I tell you what, you fucking Michael Jackson's not on point today, mate.
Oh, God, just imagine if Michael Jackson... this shirt. Let's have some cookies and a cuddle. Right, anyway, we love you. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you guys.